Hello, my name is Sheena Newberry Wilder, and I have authored a book about my great uncle, William James Donoho. He was better known as Bill Donoho. The name of my book is Wild Bill Donoho, From Corrupt Cop to Raceway Mogul. Bill Donoho's life started out in poverty. His family was very poor. My great-grandparents were struggling, but that was the era. That was the time period. This was in the late 30s. And he had to work the fields alongside my grandmother, his sister. He decided, as he was struggling with his family, that he didn't want to be hungry anymore. So when he became old enough of age, he moved to Nashville. He became a barber. Becoming a barber was the opportunity that helped him to make a life, to get him out of poverty. He met people there. They talked, shared dreams and expressions and ideas, and exchanged things. I called this networking. He networked with people that could help him. And one gentleman who did helped him get hired on at the Davidson County Police Department. My uncle was a man of service. He wanted to serve people. He found great satisfaction in that. And he worked with the department for a couple of years. This was in the 40s, and he then was drafted into World War II. He went to basic training. He was so good at shooting, at his shooting skills with the automatic rifles, that they had him, over the next couple of years, be the instructor of the shooting school. He was so profound and so good at what he did. He took everything he did very serious, and he gave all or he gave nothing. And what he gave all to was being the best at everything. After the war, he moved back to Nashville and went back to the police department. Over the next few years, he moved up the ranks to the Assistant Chief of Police of Davidson County. Ultimately, he retired from the Davidson County Police Department, and the federal government came after him and ultimately convicted him of tax evasion and racketeering. He fought so hard. He said that he'd never done anything but try to help the community. These were documented in the court records. He said he was not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. They had 2 trials. Then they went to U.S. District Court, which the verdict was upheld. Then it went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court refused to hear the case. So finally, in the early 60s, he was ordered to go to prison. And so he did. He spent 4 months in prison. He comes out of the prison as a convict, as a federal convict, or felon. And he begins to promote racing in Nashville, in Middle Tennessee, in Bristol, in Daytona, in all these other areas. He'd always loved stock car racing and racing in general. So that was, again, a new niche for him, and it was perfect. He brought NASCAR to Nashville, Tennessee. He worked hard to bring all of the tourism and the tax profits and things like that benefited the entire county of Davidson and then the entire state. He was a man of service. That's what he wanted to do. that was his life goal. Ultimately, after the racing, he became ill, and in 1993, he did pass away. His son took over and helped promote racing and other business interests until his death in 2003 from cancer. The thing I want you to know about my Uncle Bill is he was a go-getter. He had endurance. He pushed himself, and he pushed everybody that was around him, all of his family. Everyone had to work to be the best. He never gave up. He never gave in, and he never gave up. It didn't matter the failures. It didn't matter the times that he was told no. He pushed forward, and he made a great life for himself and for his family. And he was such an amazing influence to the people of Nashville and the state of Tennessee.